The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Xabi Alonso. Can he spark a counter here? And this is Ibrahimovic. That's an excellent interception. Zanetti. Taken back almost at once. Knocks it into space. Out to the left it goes. Xavi Alonso. Played out towards the right wing. Cruyff in acres of space out wide. Rodri. That has not gone well. Shot could be on. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. It's a promising position. Cafu. Pass somewhat off target. That's a throw. Now that looks a decent ball. Zanetti. Zanetti got a long way forward to join the attack. And he cuts out the supply. And this is Hullet. He's shifting through the gears here. Xabi Alonso gets rid without sophistication.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Now it's Cruyff. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's come loose. Burak Yilmaz is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now the ball's gone astray.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Barcelona are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Rashford has it in a wide position. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Xavi Alonso. And now the breakaway. And this is Batistuta. Cruyff. Ball driven towards the... Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
He slings it in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Xavi Alonso. Rashford is onto it in a flash. Xabi Alonso. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Cafu shows great strength. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Has a look and plays it forward. Abiati getting this one clear. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Aimed beyond the defence. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That's going to go a long way. And here's Batistuta. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Cruyff. And they're back on the ball again. Batistuta. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one.
Number 7, Xabi Alonso. Coming on to replace him is number 15, Beckham. Substitutions taking place.
Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we are back on the way.
Well,
Oh, shooting chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Cruyff! And he hits the net! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have...
There's the header! It's an in for the pieces! He's got a goal! Back to within 1! Interesting! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And we have our very first corner. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Cafu spots it and intercepts. Delivers with Ibrahimovic! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's taking no chances there. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for options for movement. Swings in across.
Substitution on the field, number 11.
So, time for
Johan
changes
Cruyff.
on both sides, actually.
Coming on the field is number 18, Desiree Doué.
That pass isn't the best.
Substitution in progress.
Laid out to the left flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Aviati claims it without any fuss.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Zanetti has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Chelsea are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Tries to pass it through. Batistuta. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Cafu is there, and he can pick it up. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Nicely spread. That is ended up in no man's land. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Hullet. That's a shade optimistic. Rodri. And he's gone searching crossfield, and he was quick to react. And it's Hullet. Chelsea are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. And now they can clear their lines. Oh, good spread. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Looking for the run. Looking to play him in. Well, that has not gone well. Hullet. That is good alertness. He's a sharp little ball here. Ødegaard takes control of it and he's on the move. And the shot's on here.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Tries to play it through. We can run onto that. Face to face with the charge, surely! No mistake! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Passing is crisp and sharp. Doué! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Chelsea presented with a golden opportunity here. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out and
Shoots! And one more try! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Batistuta. Oh, good spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
No, that's been intercepted. Xavi Alonso. Kukçu. Now it's Neymar. And he plays one through. He's one-on-one. Can he finish? He's delivered all right.
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Neymar. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Ibrahimovic. Tries to pass it through, and he's in on goal.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's had it taken off him. Aims beyond the defence. There's the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. Chelsea with the corner, they're first. Baresi. And now a sudden chance to counter. Big chance! And again the keeper stands strong.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And this is Ibrahim Cruyff! He scores! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. He's got away. Chelsea claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Chelsea have their third corner. Goes to finish! Just off target. Batistuta, might be danger here. Kukçu gets over and intercepts. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Neymar. Knocks it into space. He's picked his way through. He rises! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. That's a cute ball. Gattuso. Not the most accurate pass. That pass has been well intercepted. He can run onto that. It's gone behind for a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Ibrahimovic. Neymar. And it's Xabi Alonso. And this is Batistuta! Oh, that wasn't far away. And he's intervened well there. Neymar. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vinicius Junior. It's a pretty loose pass. Gattuso. Chelsea looking to pass their way through. Rijkaard. Neymar. Caceres. And the volley. Terrific save by Abbiati. And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, that was vital. And he's there to belt it away. Up towards the front line. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
So we're into the second 45.
Number 17, Ibrahimovic.
Rafa Silva has been caught there, it's a foul.
Is number 12, Van Basten. Substitution.
No, not quite.
Kukçu will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff charging forward, the ball at his feet. Goes down, but nothing given. Rafa Silva, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Chelsea come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
That's a shade optimistic. Now it's Van Basten. It's come to nothing. Rafa Silva.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Chelsea finding their passes. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Torres proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now it's Neymar. Chelsea do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Batistuta. That's going to go a long way. It's a throw-in.
Substitution in progress.
Well, that was very necessary. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Cruyff. And he's there to get it away. And this is Van Basten. Now, who's going to be first to this? Azar. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Rafa Silva. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well timed, excellent interception. Nice sequence of passes, this. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That is ended up in no man's land. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Cruyff. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Into the last quarter of an hour. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. No way he was going to let him past. Pull it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Gullit. Coming on to replace him is number 14,
He is slightly undercooked, that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Now it's Azar. And he cuts out the supply. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Cruyff. Looking tidy in possession here. And the shot! Sticks it away! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Chelsea get themselves into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Oh, that's a key interception.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Two added minutes
Time
has been
added on
indicated.
will be 2 minutes. Shifted it to the flank. Mbappe! And there goes the final whistle. Chelsea have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer, and a scorer of great goals too. Give him the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
A very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for...
He's having a go! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Tonali clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corinthians with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's travelling a long way. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Corinthians finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Can he get it through? Great ball if he can get there. Tonali, Kimmich. That has been cut short. Now he's off and running. Tonali, Zola, played out to the left flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Batistuta. And this is Van Basten. No, that's been intercepted. Van Basten is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Solar. Zola really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Van Basten. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, important interception. Chelsea leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Played into space out wide. It's a goal kick. Whatever he had in mind, that... And Hullet! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Has crossed into the middle. Zola. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Raul. Good read, needed to be dealt with nicely by the defence. Gattuso.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Some resolute defending there.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now who's going to be first to this? Zola. Neymar. And this is Zola. And he's got Zola!
Zola really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Half an hour played now. Beckham. And it's Batistuta. That has not gone well. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Zola is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Neymar. Quality ball. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And this is Van Basten.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Hullet. Zola. Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Van Basten. Rashford. Zola. Now it's Mbappe. Zola.
Such good technique.
He is through here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Gattuso is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He is just he's having a shot!
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Zola.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Chelsea have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 10.
Here we go again.
Camisa 22.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now, and we get some...
And he shoots! It's a goal! Corinthians are back in business. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, it gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Bojan. He's got away. Oh, that was vital. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Olise. And now they can spring out of defence. And the pass is intercepted. Batistuta providing an outlet on that flank.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse it.
And the shot! It's in! And they get themselves in front! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Chelsea have themselves a chance from the spot. The chance to pull further clear. Stop from Courtois.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 15. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 8.
So we've reached the hour mark. He's tried one! Olise. Not the most convincing of passes. Chelsea perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. And here's Cruyff. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Batistuta. That's been cut out, well played. Messi. And they can counter here. Jordan Henderson. Corinthians looking to pass their way through. Oh, good spread. Messi is in a really good position out wide. And he's managed to get... Shoots! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And he's picked out the run. And Batistuta! Olise. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Nuno Mendes. Knocks it into space. Oh, played through for the wide man. It's a loose ball. Oh, good ball. Nicely spread. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Batistuta. Batistuta. It could be Batistuta! Relentless! Just relentless! And he is just ripping it up! Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing...
And a chance! He scores! They're back within reach! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Zola. Zola. Now it's Batistuta. Tries to play it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Scholes. Gerrard. Olise. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos with the slide tackle there.
That's going in strongly.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Tries to pass it through. Look at the space here. And the shot! He has done it! Deep into injury time! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Corinthians give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And it's been played through. Great chance! They've scored! 9 minutes, and we're all square again. And that was... And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the winger Lee Kang-in is a very interesting player, Peter, because there's something almost unique about the way he dribbles, the close ball control, the ability to break those lines. Easily one of the best prospects to emerge out of South Korea in recent times.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Now it's Lee Kang-in, and he's managed to get free. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lee Kang-in showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's picked it up out wide.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Back in once more. He rises! Goal! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be
After
amused.
9 minutes is number 94.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's a lovely, neat pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Van Basten. And he passes it long. Now he's off and running. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Can he get it? He's had a shot! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
17.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
That has been knocked clear. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Spread neatly. He's found a way through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now, can they get him away? And this is Cruyff. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And nicely intercepted. Aldair promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, smashing header! No mistake! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Pedri conjures time and space where few can. Shot could be on. It's Van Basten! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there. Xavi Alonso. Out to the right. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Zola.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And this is Zola. Zola! Off the post! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now that's well seen too. That has been cut short. Played into the middle. Keeper's dealt with that. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Here comes another cross. Gattuso. Gets a good foot in there. And he welcomes it in. Now the climbs up big. And it's hoisted clear. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Zola. And this is Marmoush. And the shot! And yes, it's there! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous...
Chance! Marvellous goal! Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that'll be the last act of the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Chelsea hold a skinny lead after a thrilling half. Bring on the second half. It's 3-2.
Substitution on the field, number 11, Johan Cruyff.
So off we go once
Coming
more.
on the field is number 10, Neymar.
Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And this is Marmoush. The ball has bounced loose now. And Zola! He's got away with one there. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he plays one through. Here's found the way through. Terrific header. It's there. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Substitution on the field, number 17.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Ibrahimovic taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Just the keeper to beat! Oh, good determined running there, but run back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Oh, this looks sharp. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward? And the shot! Van Basten! My word, this guy is special! About as smooth as it gets. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
After 59 minutes is number 12.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Ibrahimovic. Rafinha. Rijkaard. Oh, that's a key interception. Cafu. Looking for the run. Oh, nice touch. Cross from Cafu. Manchester United have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Beckham with the short one. He's in space and looking for options. He rises! Now, who's going to be first to this? Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Couldn't squeeze it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Batistuta. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it.
Shot a goal! He's scored! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Batistuta.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Maradona. Lee Kang-in plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That has not gone well. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's a... Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable, but as Ibrahimovic! And he's there to get it away. And here's Ibrahimovic. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Beckham. Konate. Can he get it through? Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Torres is in a really good position out wide. Xavi Alonso Played out to the right. He's had it taken off him. Rafinha. Beckham. Lee Kang in, and he's found a way, and he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Manchester United go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
That's an imaginative pass. Rafinha is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And it's Ibrahimovic. Batistuta. That looks a cracking ball. He's having a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. Oh, well played. Deftly away. And here's Hullet. And here's Ibrahimovic. Maradona.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Searching pass he's played there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hullet. Ibrahimovic.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So, we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Substitution on the field, number 17, Ibrahimovic.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 12.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And it's Van Basten. Looking tidy in possession here. Cruyff. Big chance, corner. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, super ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Batistuta! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Now it's Cruyff. Howson deals with that comfortably.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Lee Kang-in.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Chelsea really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. That ball looks a good one. That's a decent clearance. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now this could be a chance. Chelsea have reclaimed it. Decent chance! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Roberto Carlos plays it short. And a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that has been clubbed away.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Passes short and sharp. That's going to go a long way. Out of play for a throw. And this is Batistuta. Big chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that was very necessary. Maradona, and he cuts out the supply. Some really good ball movement.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's a pretty loose pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Lee Kang-in. No, that's been intercepted. Gattuso. Looking to play him in. Thinks about the shot. Chance for a shot! Van Basten.
There they go, hunting again.
Batistuta wins the duel this time. Pull it. Great ball, and he's in here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Played into space. Floated through. He's on it. Can he get away?
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And here's Van Basten. And they've got rid. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. But they've got it again. And that is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track.
That could spell trouble. Can he finish? Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Gentry are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Just eases him off the ball. Davids. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pass is just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Icon. Vieira. Quarter of an hour played. In with the challenge. And he's intervened well there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's well spotted. Rijkaard. Vinicius Junior. Gattuso. Shot could be on. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's it, and a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Maicon plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Davids, and it's Hullet. Great vision. Now that's well seen too. Davids. That's really well manoeuvred. Beckham producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. The less said about that pass, the better. Lofted upfield. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Tries to pass it through.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's played through for him. The message is clear, none shall pass. And it's Hullet. He's in a great position here. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ibrahimovic. He's having a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, in he goes again! He has done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Chelsea grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Vinicius Junior. And it's Rijkaard. Gensler Bierli finding their passes. Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He slings it in. Knocks it into space. And this is Hullet. Decent chance! Goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And he's surging through, and he was alert to it. Davids into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's Ibrahimovic, and this is Neymar. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reached the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Chelsea head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
And we're underway again.
Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field.
Chelsea do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Knocks it out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Davids. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Messi. Foot in. Gattuso. And it's Cruyff. He's through here. Maldini. Maicon. It's Ronaldinho. Vieira. It's played through for him. And he's being shifted off it. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
And he thumps it clear. Now it's Hullet. Ronaldinho. And this is Hullet. He is Hullet! Beckham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Cruyff looking to run onto it. Gets a good foot in there. Davids. Oh, they could break here. Vieira. Ronaldinho. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And it's Batistuta. Cruyff. Chelsea perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And Batistuta! It's loose now and they want to get it... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Vieira. Stood up well to him there. Ronaldinho. Nicely weighted ball.
Gentry really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And we have our very first corner. In towards the back stick. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Ronaldinho. And this is Hullet. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played, well played. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Vieira. Some really good ball movement. Abiati with the clearance. Rijkaard. Now that looks a decent ball. Played into space out wide. Albert Ferrer deals with that comfortably.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Looking for the run. Cruyff looking to run onto it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Cannavaro. Aimed beyond the defence. Vieira. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's managed to get rid. Look at the space here. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
And the finish! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Messi. Gattuso. Batistuta. Ronaldinho. Floated through. Hullet gets into a good position. Chance! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Messi shoots! Off the post! Yes! He's done it! Late in the day! This could well be it! Ibrahimovic duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right play.
Big chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And that's that. Chelsea illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with.